Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy the one, back on more content. In this video I'll be giving you the beginner's guide for Gundam U.C Engage. Let's get it.
Welcome to the pinnacle of Gacha gaming on YouTube.
Alright, so this is pretty much the main screen right here. Then top left, let's just go through all these. Okay, so here, this is the profile. You have your name, player ID. There are clans in this game actually, and here you can also get some titles for your account, so like that. Here you can obviously put up your support formation, so basically your units that you want to give your friends, you can put them up here, add a comment, and you can also put a image here of whatever Gundam you wish. So yeah, that's your profile. And here is obviously the gifts. Then here's the achievements. You have dailies, weeklies, and events, and cumulative rewards as well. Yeah, and from what I've seen, the game is very generous with giving lots of resources and stuff like that. So that's something. Then here you have your friends list, and yeah, that's your friends list. Here's the shop, and here in the shop you can buy stamina, skip tickets, research requests, and weapon chips, resources to level up your units, and yeah, that's pretty much what that is. And here you can get rainbow hero coins, silver hero coins, and I believe you can use these to enhance your units as well. We'll get to that eventually. So, but we're just here on the main screen. So here on the main screen, you can obviously switch in and out between whatever units you want to use. And here's a fun fact: once you've fully awakened a unit, so let's just go through. So this, for example, right? This is a unit that I haven't fully awakened, but this one right here is fully awakened, and you unlock a video home screen, which is really nice. All right. Here you have panel missions. So these are like special missions that you can do if you're a beginner to the game. Right now we're on page 2. The first page gave us 3,000 gems, and a ton of other currencies and resources. Once we do this, we'll get 10 gacha pull. Then page 3 we get a guaranteed, I believe that's a guaranteed mech that we're gonna get. So yeah, these are really nice. Then here, let's look at this. So pretty much this hit right here is a ranking. So right here you see total CP. This is the combat power of our entire account, so all our characters and our Gundams. All our CP for all our units gets totaled up, and we get put into this ranking, and based on how high you rank, you get a ton of rewards for hitting milestones. So because right now we're at 1.2 mil, you automatically get all these resources right here. And as you can see, one of the resources is a UR Gundam, and you get tons of gems as well. And even here you get a UR character, more diamonds, coins, enhancements, yeah, and a UR mech here for reaching 5 mil combat power on our account. Okay, so next let's take a look at, before we look at quests, let's take a look at mobile suit research. So what this is basically like, this is basically where you can, let me show you. So so you can send out, so this is basically how you can AFK gain resources for your account. It's kind of like, I don't know what to compare this to. This is like your daily quests or something, but you just send out your units and after a certain amount of time you gain the resources. So it's like the AFK kind of thing. So right here, let's go back, let's claim that. I just sent out some units. So as you can see, there's different types of research requests you can put in depending on the class. It will dictate the reward. So here, the research, this was a B class research request form, so that's what I got. So let's try and submit another one. So as you can see here, that's a C and that's a D. So the rewards in C is going to be better than the rewards in D, if you know what I mean. So that's basically that. And there you can get materials to level up your units. And yeah, just auto select, as you can see, and it'll take an hour for that to come back to us. So yeah, that's what that feature is. Obviously here, that's our gems. That's a gem currency right here. That's a gem currency. And the AP is basically the stamina system, what you use when you go out to do your story quests or your upgrade quests. And then here, this is the gold. This is what you use when you're upgrading your units. It's going to consume this. And yeah, we have some achievements here. Boom. So that's the mobile suit research. And here, let's go to unit assembly. The unit assembly is basically the summoning system in this game. So as you can see, we have a ton of banners here. To get so this is basically the raid up right here. We have the Unicorn Gundam, and the drop rate for URs in this game is 4.5%, and then for SRs is 10%, and then for rares 85.5%. And the way this game works is you have Gundams, which are your mech, then you have characters that are in the Gundams. You also summon for those. And they're pretty much separated, which is a good thing. So you have your Gundams only in this banner, then in this banner you only have your characters. So it does separate them, which is really nice, because some games they do like to lump in. So like if for example, if there's a game with for example characters and weapons, for example, like they might put the weapons in the banner for the characters and mix everything in. And then if you do pull a UR or SSR, depending on what the rarity system is in the game, you can be a weapon sometimes. But if you're looking for a character, you might get a weapon. If you're looking for a weapon, you might get a character. So it can get confusing sometimes. But so it's really nice to have this separated out right here. So yeah, that's how that works. And the system, the characters or unit system for this game. And one thing I like here is, besides there's two raid ups and they're separated. On the standard banner, there's two standard banners. Sorry, one standard banner for the mechs or Gundams, and one standard banner for the characters. And one thing is, you get one free single on both banners. So this is something similar to Brown Dust 2, but the difference is you don't get a free single on the raid up or limited banners. It's only on the standard banners. So yeah, let's just do some pulls real quick before we go into the character and character progression system. So what you do is you click this thing here, and animation will play out. Okay, and from what I have done some pulls in a summon video, which you guys will see at some point. But how you know you've gotten a UR is the animation extends out longer. So right there, we didn't get one because the animation just instantly cut out. So yeah, that was our first free single. Let's do another one. But this one is on the character banner. Boom. Tap, and as you can see, the character summon banner is slightly different to the Gundam banner in the animations. Yeah. And we do happen to have 4,350 right there. So we will do another pull. Actually, I don't know, because right now currently we have a 72 UR raid up banner. You know what? I'll save my stuff. I'll save it. I will be dropping a summon video at some point, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so let's look at squad. The squad menu right here. So in the squad menu, you have squad formation, mobile suit, transcendent, engage link, upgrade mobile suit, upgrade character, mobile suit list, character list, module list. So let's go through the squad formation. So this is basically how you set up your team. So you can set up your Gundams right here, and then you can set up your units underneath. And one thing I would like to just point out is in this game, there's a couple different types. So there's green Gundams, blue Gundams, red, and there's purple and yellow. So the way it is obviously green's effective against blue's effective against red's effective against green, blue's effective against red, you know, and light and dark are equally effective against each other. So they're super effective against each other. That's how the typing works. And the way this game works is with it's the same for characters. So like, no, what I mean is with characters don't have a type, but they do have certain skills which only work with a certain element of Gundams. For instance, right here, Chloe Croak, her second skill right here. Her first skill says when mobile suit Gundam type is green, when battle begins for 30 seconds, it increases the evasion of 20% if I'm using a green Gundam. So that basically means that if you use her with a blue Gundam, then you're not going to be able to activate this skill. So that's kind of the incentive. So characters don't have any types or elements, but they do have certain skills which are only tied to certain elements. So that's some theory behind the team building and squad building. So to build an effective team, you want to pair, like what I have done here is I've paired every character. For instance, this character right here, when mobile suit type is blue, increases range sense by 64%. So pretty much now it's tied to a blue Gundam. So that's just how you want to build teams in this game. And now that we're talking about characters, so characters have, obviously they have their stats and their combat power and rage sense, resistance, melee sense, but they do have two skills, skill 1 and skill 2, and not all characters, it's another thing, not all characters will have a skill tied to a certain type or color. So for instance, this one obviously has an affinity for green type of Gundams, but there's some units like some rares, some SRs that aren't tied or don't have a certain skill that are tied to certain elements. So for instance, let's pick this dude right here. This dude right here doesn't have any skill for specifically tied to a certain element. So he's neutral, so you can put him on any type of Gundam. Alright, and for looking at Gundams, obviously they have the combat power, attack, defense, HP, but there's beam, there's critical value, there's increase in projectiles, reduced projectiles, and they have an EX skill. All Gundams have an EX skill, and then they have a transcendent skill, but to unlock this you need to transcend your Gundam. And here you can also see the main weapon. See, because it's different damage types as well. There's long range, mid range, short range Gundams. Like this one right here, I think this is my Nikon Gundam. It's a ranged Gundam that has beam type damage, and you can see the accuracy, the damage, additional weapons, and you can even get even boost it up to get a third weapon and all this stuff like that. And you can see the units category. So it's kind of similar to Dokkan. In Dokkan Battle you have categories. For instance, Son Goku family, Vegeta family, Saiyan Prodigy, stuff like that, Frieza family. There's categories in this game as well. As you can see, there's Lapis, Incident, Prototype, Protagonist Unit, Psycho Flame type, Gundam type, high firepower, and you know, some units and some characters have skills based on, you know, what category your Gundam is. So just bear that in mind. So with your Gundam, you can upgrade it, which you can level it up using this resource right here. You get these keys from playing story, from the upgrade quests, and you also get these from what's it called? We showed it earlier, those AFK quests where you can send out your units, and after like an hour they can come back. So you can get those from there as well. As you can see, you can level it up, and it does use some gold. Oh, sorry, yeah, it does use some coins, but that's how you level that up and increase your stats. And also you can also skill up your units, but right now I don't have any skill level up unit material, if I can speak. Then you can also alter your units, and what this is basically you can farm equipment and basically increase your stats for your unit. So right here I don't have enough materials right here, but you can get these through playing story, and yeah, you can get these through playing story. And what this does is it increases your base stats and damage you're gonna do. So yeah, that's what that is. And potential unleashed, this is basically the dupe system. So if right now this is my unicorn Gundam, but if I pulled a dupe, I'm not sure how many blueprints I'd get, but I'm pretty sure it's every dupe you get one. So basically if I get a dupe, I'm going to get 125 blueprints, I believe, and then I'll be able to awake a potential unleash him by 1. But to max a unit, I believe you need 5 dupes, and then that's how you potential unleash a unit. So right now, let me show you one of my other Gundams that's have max potential unleashed. It's this Gundam. So let's see. As you can see, I can't even go to potential unleash because I've maxed it out. But yeah. So besides that, you can also actually, I think that's pretty much it. So we've looked at, oh, that's not it. So what you can also do is you can strengthen the body, your weapon. So you can like gain like, so right now I can increase the attack, I can potentially get an additional weapon, a third weapon, and increase the stats and damage I do on that, and the power and accuracy of your Gundam. So you can do that to further power them up. And here you can see your total team CP, and you can form separate teams, as you can see here. And yeah, that's that. Let's back out. So we looked at that squad formation, we looked at transcendence, engage link. So engage link is basically like an account buff based on the amount of types of Gundams. So based on the type of Gundams you have, you gain. So let's say I gain a certain amount of green Gundams or something. Based on that, all my green Gundams are gonna get buffed if I have a ton of them. But if I don't have a ton of red Gundams, for instance, that account buff won't apply. So this is just a buff system depending on how many certain type of a unit you have. So if you have a ton of blue Gundams, you're gonna have a high record here. So that's pretty much how this system works. So the more of a certain type of Gundam you have, the higher the record's gonna be. So yeah, and you just gain attack. It's not a massive buff. You just gain slight damage increases, slight increase to your defense and HP. Here is obviously, this is where you can upgrade your Gundams. And here you can upgrade your characters. And the character system in this game, you can potential unleash, which is obviously the dupe system. We talked about the dupes. The dupe system with characters is the same as with Gundams, and you can also level up your characters. So here, boom, as you can see, got that up like so. Then you have mobile suit list. So that's just your list, and this is your module list. I don't have any modules right here, but you gain modules by completing co-op quests. Okay, so we've looked through all these. Oops, let's go to town. I don't have everything unlocked. Most of this is locked, but here's the dock. And here you can convert. You can convert and you can convert what's it called, unit enhancement points for your Gundams. So yeah, that's that. Next, I suppose we looked at this there's guild systems in this game, but it's unlocked at rank 25. So yeah, that's a thing as well. So look forward to that. You can link your account, profile, home music. You can mess with that. That's how you can delete your account. And yeah, so let's look into quests, or the quest hub. So right here, as you guys can see, there's a ton of coming soons on some of these. Like I don't know what this is here. The coming soon's blocking it. I don't know what that is. But here is arena, and arena unlocks a player rank 40. And here is, I can't see that properly. I'm wearing glasses right now. I can't see that, but that's locked as well. And that unlocks the arena rank 40. I think that might be co-op quests, I'm not sure. But right here is event mode. So there are going to be special events. So where there's even more currency that you can farm through there. But it's coming soon. Obviously the game released like 2 or 3 days ago. Still fresh. So right here we have upgrade quests. And you also have in upgrade quests you have material quests and fragment quests. Fragment quests, you unlock a player rank 30. I'm not there yet. But a material quests right here, you can farm for the upgrade materials which you can use on your your suits, your Gundams, and you can also get the ones for your characters. And for the coin quests, we'll just hop in and do those real quick. And these quests, you're going to do them once a day, so this is like a once per day thing. And one other thing is you can select a friend to come with you, and instead of in some games where like your friend is literally on the bench or something and only comes in if one of your units die, your friend is actually going to be in the battle with you. So you're actually using your friend in the battle, not like a backup or something. So it's kind of similar to Dokkan Battle, where like if you use your friend in battle, and your friend isn't just some sort of backup. So as you can see, and this is basically the gameplay. You can mess around and right there you can mess around and switch through which perspective you want to use of your Gundam. Right now we're looking at the perspective of my Unicorn Gundam, and you can fast forward to ×3 as well. So this game is pretty much about strategy, making sure you're using the right types of Gundams, because obviously we talked about the element system. And with quests, there's obviously 3. So with this game, there's 3 missions you have to obtain, or 3 win cons to get a full clear. Obviously killing all enemies, obviously, and then obviously clearing without losing anyone. And as you can see here, with this one is clear it with 3 or more mobile suits in our formation. Yeah, and then we get that. So like I said, you need to do these every single day because they do reset. So like I only didn't do this because I wanted to do it on camera, but yeah, you need to do these every single day and don't miss out, because if you do miss out on a single day, then it's gonna hold your account back at the end of the day, So, and after this I'll go through and talk about the story system in this game, because the story mode of this game it literally puts you in. Personally, I haven't seen a ton of Gundam movies, but I've seen some. But in this game, the story mode is literally it just puts you in the movie, plays out some cutscenes, some video cutscenes or whatever, and it has 3 different movies, I believe, or 3 different storylines in the story, and in each different story has a different set element. I'll talk to you guys about it after this quest, so you know what I mean. But yeah, this game, honestly, like the graphics aren't like Honkai Star Rail level, but it's that old school vibe. It's more chill. you know, and the game's free to play friendly. I do encourage you guys to try this game out. Like, it's chill. Obviously at first I wasn't so like amazed by the graphics, but it's chill, nothing crazy. But yeah, so here is the Engage stages. There's 3 different stages and they follow 3 different storylines. So right here, if you go here, can we see the enemies here real quick? So you can see in this one the enemies are blue. Yeah, in this story stage all the enemies are blue in the first one. In the second one right here, all the enemies are oops, wait a minute. In this one all the enemies are red, and in this one all the enemies are I think they're green. No, they're blue. They're blue as well. So there you can just see the, you know, there is a pattern of elements. So they do encourage, one thing they do encourage is specific mono teams, like a mono red, a mono blue team, just to get the full advantage in battle. And obviously there's more story that's locked that they haven't released yet. Then here this is switch view. I'm not sure what that is. It's locked. And right now there's an event going on where the story drops are ×2. And obviously we talked about with the characters that there's let me show you real quick the altar. So the ×2 drop rate is these are what you farm from the story. And there are skip tickets in this game, so once you beat a stage you can repeat that stage again. And yeah, so there's a ×2 drop rate. So if you decide to play the game after this video, guys, make sure to farm up so you can increase the CP of your units and, you know, get that account CP up so you can get the rewards. So yeah, overall that's just the beginner guide. We talked about pretty much everything in the game, the character systems, the battle system, the dailies, the events. So, you know, what are my thoughts about this game? You know, it's graphically, it's old school, nothing that blows your mind or blows anyone out the water or whatever, but it has that casual chill vibe. You can come on, and stamina, they give you so much stamina. Like, you're not gonna use all the stamina. Like yesterday I played for like 2 hours and I still just have more stamina. So like, there's so much stamina, so much stuff for you to do, so much content, and so much content that they haven't even released yet. You know, like, there's gonna be guilds, there's gonna be so many more like exciting things gonna be happening and events and stuff. I will cover this game a little bit depending on how good this video does. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, join us in Discord, Lions Pride. Let me know what you think of the game. Give it a shot, and let me know what you think in the comments. So but for now, take care and peace.
This is Escanor, the Lion Sin of Pride from 7 Deadly Sins. Thank you for watching the pinnacle of Gacha gaming on YouTube, The One.